I'm Ryan from ExtremeTerrain.com, and this is my review and installation of the N-Fab RSP Front Bumper with provision for 2 LED light bars, fitting all 2007 and up JKs. Today we are going to talk through the installation of this bumper, which is a very simple 1 out of 3 wrench installation. You'll be able to get this installed on your Jeep in your driveway in about an hour, but we'll talk more about the install in just a second. We're also going to talk through the construction and a few of the features of this bumper. This bumper is described by N-Fab as a pre-runner style, so it does have that slanted skid plate on the front like you would see on a pre-runner truck, which isn't a style that you see a lot on Jeeps, so this is going to be a unique look. Now, something else that makes this unique is the fact that it's designed to accept not one, but 2 38-inch LED light bars, which is a ton of light. Now, it's not necessary to run 2 bars or even to run 1, but because the bumper is designed for it, if you don't have 2 light bars across the front here, these ears are kind of sticking up and not doing anything. So, in my opinion, if you are going to purchase this bumper, you are going to run at least 1 light bar on it. 2 light bars, it's going to be overkill in a lot of people's opinions. And to be honest with you, the style of this bumper, because it is so unique, it's not going to be for everybody. But there are those of you out there that are looking for a pre-runner style stubby front bumper that want this more industrial, hardcore, simple and minimalist look that can accept a couple of light bars. And for those of you, this bumper is a great option. And moreover, it's one of the only options out there. Again, this is unique. There aren't a lot of bumpers that look like this one does. If there's one thing I can say about this bumper, it's that this thing is solid. This is a stubby front bumper, but it shoves a lot of mass into a small package. This is 1 3/4 steel tubing with steel plate. This is 3/16 inch aluminum plate for the skid plate that's on the front here. As you can see, it is etched with the N-Fab logo on the front, and the bumper is also etched with the logo. Those of you who have seen other reviews that I've done know that I don't love having a logo on the front or prominently displayed on my parts, but that's just me. Some of you don't mind it, some of you really like it. N-Fab is really proud of their product. They're proud to be made in the USA, so they want people to know, and they have their logo really big on the front there. Now, even though this is called a skid plate, there isn't much in that area of the Jeep to protect. If you have Rubicon and you have the electronic sway bar disconnect, of course that's going to be in that area. But other than that, there's not a lot in that front area to protect. However, that is what gives this bumper a lot of its style. It is what makes it that pre-runner style, so that's why that's there. Again, if you get the version of this with the winch plate, it does have a cutout in the lower section here for the winch line to go through. Up here you do have these 2 slotted holes in the ears that stick up on the bumper, and that's for those 2 38-inch LED light bars. N-Fab will tell you that this is designed to accept 38-inch rigid light bars. If you can find any other light bars on the market that are 38 inches in length, you could probably install those as well, but this is designed for the rigid light bars. And again, you can fit 2 of them, slotted holes, so you can adjust the up and down, and you can also adjust the tilt of those light bars. You can certainly run 1 light bar if you'd like. And there is another version of this bumper that, instead of being designed for 2 light bars, is designed to have individual light pods mounted across the top. So there's that option as well. In fact, this bumper does have some holes drilled in it. So if you got creative, you could probably mount some light pods on here if you chose to. Like most aftermarket front bumpers, this one's going to install onto your Jeep very easily. The first step is, of course, removing your factory front bumper, which you'll do by removing the splash shield and then removing the frame cover. Finally, you'll unclip and unsnap your fog lights and then remove the 8 nuts that are holding your factory bumper in place. Once you remove that bumper, it's a simple matter of lifting this big heavy bumper onto the frame horns and using the included hardware to bolt it on. Now, because this is heavy, having an extra set of hands around won't hurt. However, you won't need any specialty tools to get this done, just your traditional hand tools. Again, I am giving this a 1 out of 3 wrenches, and you should be able to get this installed in about an hour. Once the bumper is bolted onto the Jeep, you can go ahead and install whatever light bars you choose to install on it, and of course get those wired up. Now, as I said before, this bumper is very solid. It's a very well-built bumper. This is a made in the USA bumper, a solid finish on it. It does have some aluminum on it, which of course will always drive up the cost a little bit. And as I said before as well, N-Fab is very proud of this bumper. This bumper here is going to come in at just under $600. And for a stubby bumper that doesn't accept your factory fog lights, that doesn't have D-ring mounts, that doesn't have any sort of hoop or stinger. It does seem like it's a fairly simple bumper with not a ton of features for the price. However, as I mentioned before, this is a unique style bumper. So if you like this style, then this is going to be a great option for you. As I said before, with judging this based off of build quality, this is built like a tank. It just doesn't quite have all of the features I would like to see on a bumper of this price point. So if you're looking for a stubby front bumper for your Jeep and you like this pre-runner style with the slanted front skid plate, and you like the ability to run not one but two 38-inch LED light bars, this is going to be a really nice bumper to take a look at if you want great build quality and you have a budget for it. So that's my review of the N-Fab RSP front bumper with provision for 38-inch LED light bars, fitting all 2007 and up JKs that you can find right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.